It's Tief85, and welcome back to Let's Play CIMA the Enemy. Time to watch the ending. She doesn't look too good. Oh my... That looks about as bad as what happened when Lena Inverse got badly injured near the end of the first season of Slayers. Comparison made because I marathoned the entire first 3 seasons this summer. Oh, that's lovely. We're in trouble enough as it is. Ark's pretty much shut down. He's so worried about Ivy. I'd be too, though, if my partner was that badly hurt. Everyone runs into the train. Ark's still carrying Ivy. And a million fangirl fantasies just happened. Nothing perverse. So get your minds out of the gutter. I do fluff. Cutesy stuff. Protecting your partner in that sense is fluff. Well, that's a nice hospital room. Fruit basket. I don't know why people gave their weapons as get well presents, though. Well, she's okay at least. Aww. Wow, that's a long time to be unconscious. I don't get what Ark is trying to say other than Callie and him, other than we're safe. This is why I kind of think a lot of Ivy's hostility in the game is her fears that people are just gonna, you know, not run away from her, hate her, just because she's CIMA. I don't know if that'll transfer into her and Ark being better friends after this. But I think it's just kind of, it shows a lot of why she's a little, you know. And this is the only evidence that we have that Jester might have been a swordsman like Ark. Is that there's a sword at his grave. Aw, he's like the town's guardian angel now. There's a little green in the desert. When you're an oasis? Guess you'd have to if you built your town there. Either that or they did it for stylistic reasons. For good game designers, it could be either or. Reuse the village of Ruta sprites to make random townspeople. Yay! Yeah. Everyone would want to see you, Ivy. Why don't you just let them? You can hear that they're not scared of you from everybody else. Who cares about the rest of the people? Your friends should be what matters. Then again, she's probably just an emotional wreck after all this. I'm gonna guess Rivalor is the Gate Guardian headquarters. Kind of interesting, they're going back east, and yet the angles make it look like they're going west, and that they were going east in the beginning, because they kind of turned everything around. Huh? Huh? Oh, they named the town after them. I'm gonna guess Ivy is capitalized, just kind of to emphasize you're on the town too. They care about you. But who knows? And everyone came! Everyone came to say goodbye. We'll visit again. Yay! Everyone is so happy. Rick! I've decided Rick is Shelly. Shelly is the sheriff and Rick is his deputy in town. Just for humor reasons, but... and Vanrose finally admits that Ark is a great leader. Yeah. And well, here are the credits. Anyway, I have some people I need to thank. Without them, this LP would never have happened. First off, I have to thank Natsume and Neverland, who created this wonderful, wonderful game and produced it in the... And in extension, they also created Lufia, which is the thing that got me in finding this game in the first place. I have to thank some friends of mine growing up who were the ones who introduced me to Lufia, because if they didn't tell me about that game, I never would have done the necessary searches that ended up in me accidentally finding CIMA. I have to also thank everyone at the Lufia World forums, because that's kind of where I found the information on CIMA when I was randomly looking for Lufia stuff. And just randomly looking at games that are covered on a site covering games that I like tends to be a good way of telling that I might want to try this game out. It worked for 90% of what I played on the PlayStation. I randomly found Tales of Destiny, which randomly got me into a site that found a bit about Suikoden, which got me into a site that found me out about Breath of Fire, which got me to a site that found me about Wild Arms. It was a big circle. Every game I actually own physically on the PlayStation. Anyway, I also have to thank this Japanese fan site. I don't know enough Japanese to know who made it or what the title of the site is, but there were some nice maps there. They kind of made good representations of all the levels. And while I am not going to do something so rude as copying somebody else's map for my own website or anything, because that is just plain wrong, I did use the maps as a note to make notes, which helped me to organize a lot of my thoughts. And thank you for all the hard work that helped me to get my LP even more on track. Anyway, other thanks, I thank my family members and my boyfriend. They put up with me and all my crazy CIMA rambling for the past 2 years, because I am a sad and obsessive little fangirl with things I like. I also thank an online friend of mine who also put up with me rambling about CIMA for the past 2 years. Yeah, people don't need to know what happens when I get into an obsession. It's crazy. Anyway, so we're just going to enjoy the last bits of the credits and the classic scenes from every dungeon that happen to be playing. It says a lot about about the last real dungeon when the only classic scene from it is rescuing the character you have to rescue. And this is just like an amalgam of pretty much every scene in the fight before Pike, which is kind of interesting. Aww. It's moving automatically, note. Yeah, that means you're crying, Ivy. Your denial is no better than it was back in Weakling Forest. We all know. Always protect everybody. Yes. The end. And that concludes this LP of CIMA the Enemy. Hope to see you again soon.